What's up, CloudLife? It's Cash Flow Nexus, the channel of faith, trading, and wealth, giving you the latest and greatest updates on crypto with Ichimoku technical analysis. And today we got a treat for you guys, and I am looking for some bullish movement towards the end of this fourth quarter going into 2021. So I'm excited. I'm bullish on this market. But before we get into any technical analysis, I got to acknowledge my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, the one that died on the cross for the remissions of my sins. I have a message to give to you guys tomorrow that the Lord has given me. The Lord told me to tell everyone to be bold for his name's sake. And that's the message I'm going to deliver tomorrow. So if you like what you see and hear on this channel and feel compelled to hit that subscribe button, and let's support the channel and let it grow. All right, that being said, let's jump into the technical analysis, starting with XRP. This is our favorite cryptocurrency on this site. As you know, we are hitting a resistance right now, so price is steadily trying to break it. I'm gonna go through this pretty quick today because I don't have a live stream, so usually do a live stream, but the presidential debates were tonight. Tell me what you guys thought about the debates tonight, what you thought about it. I'd like to get y'all's opinion and y'all's insight on what y'all think. It'll be interesting to see political opinions on this channel. But anyway, looking at it, the Kijun's flat, which is our blue line right here. And some of you guys that are new to this channel that are going to be watching this, I trade the Ichimoku style. Check out some of my videos that I have. I teach it. It's definitely a great system to use. It's pretty accurate. And if you follow me, you would know that yesterday I had a call. All 8 of my calls on my, not yesterday, two nights ago, all 8 of my analysis, were pretty spot on. So check me out on live stream. Usually do it around 8 p.m. Central Time. So you guys that don't live in the Central Time Zone, you got to figure it out. But that being said, Kijun's flat here, which means the market is flat, that it's in a range, and that it shows evidently because we are at a resistance right now. So we don't have no trading opportunity here, which means we have to look at this at the 4-hour time frame. I said here price needs to break the 26-cent level to move higher, and we did break it briefly, but we did sustain above it. But it looks like price is about to sustain at this current level, this Tinkinson level, which I believe it will. We have 48 minutes on this 4-hour candle to close, so this is showing that the market does want to press higher here. Looking at the RCI, we are in bullish territory. The main trend is above the 0 level, and the medium trend is above the positive 80 level and above 0. So we are in very much a bullish territory. We're going on to the 1-hour time frame. We're above the clouds. Price is looking pretty good. Let's see if there's any crosses here. So it looks like we're about to get a cross right here, but I don't know if we're going to get a cross. Maybe we might just get a bounce off of each other right here. We can't get a bearish cross right here, which will be the red line crossing beneath the blue line. So I will be paying attention to that. Right now, it looks like we are coming up right here. It looks like price does want to push to the upside, but we will see. Going back to the 4-hour time frame, one thing I do notice here is that the Kijun's flat as well, so we could possibly get a pullback at this level. But for now, what I'm going to suggest the market do, if people are going to want to get into for a opportunity, I would wait till price breaks this level here to move higher. That's the safer bet. But right now, if we're going to trade price action, depending on how this 4-hour closes, I have my money on the market going to the upside at this point. So this is the movement I have. Let's go here. And if we go back to the 1-hour time frame, I already have my targets set in place. So these are my targets up here. So I do see the market actually moving that high. So I'm actually going to mark that from this point. From this point, moving on forth, we will start moving to the upside. And that's what I see here for XRP. And then looking here on the weekly time frame, these are my overall targets for higher prices. We are struggling a little bit just because we're ranging, but that's fine. Market is going to find its groove, and we will see prices move higher once we get to the 30, yeah, around the 30 cent level, the 32 cent level. I expect XRP to start going parabolic from that point. So that's what I see for this market for XRP. Bitcoin, going on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, no surprise. Bitcoin, if you have watched my analysis on Bitcoin, this was our entry on Bitcoin way down here. And so I had called this move. It actually hit all 4 targets, and it's moving beyond. So now, right now, Bitcoin's moving higher. I'm going to keep this one simple. I'm not going to do too much analysis on Bitcoin because I already, been talking about this for a minute. But I do see Bitcoin reaching the 13.7K level, which is sitting at 13,783 at this line right here. So I see that's where price is going to head next. It's very bullish. There's nothing bearish about this. Don't listen to other analysts out there. They're crazy if they think Bitcoin is going to fall anytime soon. If it does fall, it's going to probably test the 14,000 level first to all-time high level first before crashing. In my honest opinion, there's all signs point bullish from every single time frame. Right now, for the market to move higher, we need to break this fractal level right here. So this will be the next entry for Bitcoin. If you are a margin trader, day trader, whatever, this would be the next entry here for a push to the upside. The reason why Kijun-sen is flat, when this angles up, that will mean this level has been breached. So this indicator or system is used to catch the trend. So until this angles up, until you see the span A and B and the blue line here angle up, that's when you'll see the trend start over again. So you'll see that move to the upside. So that's what I'm looking for Bitcoin. I'll be waiting for that to move. And let me take a bite of this because this ice cream is so good, you guys. I don't know if you guys have tried this ice cream. It's Bluebell Dark Fudge Decadence. Man, this thing is good. And I just had some earlier. And my goodness, man, this thing is hitting on point. So that being said, let me go to the next one. I'm not trying to do these too long. I was just talking to a gentleman on Twitter about Ethereum. The resistance would be at 400, but it looks like it shattered 400. So right here, I have prices coming up to test this level right here. So this is where the target is at for Ethereum right now at, let's see, 430. That's the next target to break outside this box here. I'll show you why I have this box made here, and it's based off the weekly candle. The reason why I have it here is because we're trading inside this one giant candle. Until we really break outside this box, then we'll see Ethereum really make some crazy moves to the upside. But until then, I could actually take this one off now. But until then, I'm going to say, long term for Ethereum, I have it testing this level right here. I'm actually going to put a red line right here. So this is where I have Ethereum testing after it breaks outside this red box, which will take us to nearly to 500, but exactly to the 487 range. Actually, it's a little bit higher than that right there. So that's what I have for Ethereum. I'm going to do this as my first target first because it does need to touch the top of this box to even have that as a chance to go to the upside. So that'll be a good strong move right there. Moving on along to, let's go to XLM. Let's take a peek at it. XLM's doing pretty good. I can't really look at it here on the daily. This all cluttered in here. When you see the clouds, this is showing clutter. So we gotta go down to the 4-hour time frame. So right here, this was my analysis for the on the live stream. I had said it's gonna break down and come back up. I did say on the live stream that it could bounce off here, then come all the way back up, or come here, then bounce to the downside. So this was a scenario that I did have for XLM. But looking at XLM, we look like we're going to bounce at this level. So let me go ahead and draw up my targets for XLM. This looks pretty easy. The market is moving in an in-wave formation. If you guys stick around long enough to understand the way I trade, I look at the market in waves like this. So the next move will probably be up in here. So let me show you where my target would actually be at, given the information that we currently have. So let me go ahead and do that now. So this is the wave where it started, probably about right there. So these will be my targets for XLM. And then if we want to really get into XLM targets, let me see if I had it. So I have it coming back up to, at least the 13-cent level and then beyond. But right now I'm sticking to, the short term, getting back into here, the 9-cent range. So this is where I have price heading up to. It's not going to be too long before it does that. The market's right now, it's just setting itself up to move higher and prep itself to go higher. All signs are getting bullish on all these cryptocurrencies. So it's pretty interesting to see here. Now going to, let's look at Hbar. This is another fan favorite on, people recommend this to me a lot. Last time we looked at Hbar, these were the targets that it hit. If you ever see a blue line, those are targets that it hits. I called it from down in here, hit both targets, and then it dropped. But this was the last level that I said it would probably go to, and it did. And so it held pretty strongly there. But let's take a look at the long term. Let's take these off now. Let's start fresh. Okay. So let's go back here. So Hbar is looking pretty good here. We are at a support right now. So let me check this out on the 1 hour time frame. So it looks like we may get a bounce here off the 1 hour time frame. For as far as moves to the upside, let me go ahead and take this off. Y'all, that taste of the ice cream is still on my tongue. This tastes so good, y'all. I'm so tempted to eat it right now. But looking at it here, it looks like the market is, trying to hold this support. So look, if you look here, like I was telling you guys, the market moves in waves. And then it came here. So now what I'm going to do here now, let's see if I could find a good spot. Really not no good spot for this, but if we are to trade this or invest, this is probably what I would have for Hbar right now. Coming back to the upside, and then, looking here, I rather have, it's going to have a struggle coming back up to this level here. So we'll see how the market fares when it gets back to this level, if it does get back to that level. But let me take a look at that weekly chart real quick, because something's not adding up here. Here we go. That's what I thought. So we had a bearish cross here, but looks like this price level down in here is holding pretty much strong as a support. You see that this area is pretty good at support. So I do have this market moving back up. I'm saying it's got to move probably back up to the red line here. So let's go ahead and put it right there for our target. Yeah, that's what I see here. And keep that there. And then when you look at the daily chart, we're still stuck underneath this fat cloud. So price needs to wiggle its way through here. If we're going to be honest, I wouldn't say to touch this yet. So my decision for this market is going to continue moving sideways just based off this daily. Too much noise in here. The white line is important. It's not free. When you see the white line is free, that's when it's a free market, but it's stuck inside here. So my honest and humble opinion for this market is it's still going to move sideways a little bit longer. So sideways market for a little bit longer for it. Hbar. Until we get, inside the cloud, then I'll start to get bullish. But right now, there's too much noise. I have this market, you know, moving sideways a little bit longer. As long as it holds above this red box here, we'll be fine. And above this black line, we'll be fine. But pretty much above this red box to begin with. And last but not least, let's go to our last charts. Okay. Okay, here we go. A lot of people asked me to do an analysis on this as well, so I'm going to finish up here. Looking at this current market, same thing. You know, you see this green line, it's stuck inside the price a little bit. So we are in bearish territory. We have a thick bearish cloud, and then we are at a resistance right now. So price can easily come to the downside a little bit. But let's take a look on the 4-hour chart. Let's see what the 4-hour chart's saying here. So we are at a resistance right now. Kijun's flat, so price could actually dip lower here. We do have a bullish cloud here, but price needs to get above this low to go higher. If we are to move higher, because we do have a N wave here. If you guys see, like I said, I like to look at the market in waves. You see, we have an N wave at this on this chart in this formation here. So you got this move to the upside here, then you got this move down, and then another impulsive move back to the upside. But we haven't completed the N wave because the N wave ends at that 1-to-1 right here. So we haven't fully completed that 1-to-1 yet. So right there would complete that 1-to-1. But can we get that? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves now. Can we get that 1-to-1 ratio? I think we can. The only problem right now is just, checking and seeing how the market's going to fare here. So that's what I'm going to see, how it's going to fare here at this current level of resistance. The reason why it's resistance, because if you remember the daily chart, that daily chart had a thick cloud above it. So that's why we're having a hard time getting above price here. So that's what I'm watching, and that's what I'm going to start observing a little bit closer. Let me get a bite of this, y'all, because this thing is so good. I need to get one more bite before we go. Oh my God, that's so good. But y'all, I'm telling you guys, y'all need to really try this. It's, oh my God. It's Bluebell ice cream, dark fudge decadence. That's what it's called. So y'all need to try that for real. I'm not kidding, y'all. I'm not even sponsored by Bluebell, but man, this ice cream is the bomb. Like, it's so good, y'all. But anyway, let me continue. Finishing off, we are holding this trend line pretty well. Like I said, I do have this market going back hot, going higher. Let's see if there's any divergence. Yeah, there's actually some divergence here. This is actually a little bit, the market's moving sideways here. Actually, let me see. Let's see. Let me move that here, actually. Yeah, you could argue that there's a little bit of divergence here. I have this market coming up. So that being said, these are going to be my targets in place for this market once we break above this level here. Let's see. I wanted to complete that 1-to-1 first, so that's going to definitely be my first target. And then the last target would be up here overall, getting us up to this level. So these are my targets for Holo. Hollow, well, I said Holo, Hollow, whatever you want to pronounce it. But that's what I see for this market so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this technical analysis. Subscribe if you feel compelled, you guys. I hope you guys were blessed to hear this. Stay tuned for tomorrow's message that God has given me as well. It's going to be a blessing to many, depending on your relationship with the Lord. And I just hope you guys enjoyed this technical analysis and the content on my channel. That being said, God bless you guys. Stay tuned for the next. See you guys in the next video. God bless and peace.